And welcome in. We kick off a very busy day. The Midwest Rugby Union Championships set to begin outside of downtown Chicago. We're about 30 miles southwest of the great Midwest city of Chicago, Illinois. My name is Ben Holden, joined on the calls today here on Field 2 by MLR veteran and professional rugby veteran Pago Heine. Great to have you with us wherever you're watching. These sides in this Midwest Rugby Union started playing the end of August, 2.5 months of matches. The buildup is here, and in our opening match of the day here, Division 4 men's final, Indianapolis and Lincoln Park. Pago, great to be with you today. Excited to work with you for our 3 matches. Championship mindset, what's it like for these sides in a match like this?
Good to be here with you, Ben, as well. I'm looking forward to these 3 matches, but just for these 2 particular teams, Lincoln Park, very evenly attacking team coming in with very good points against, but on the defensive side, that's what I'm very looking forward to it. Very evenly match up teams on defensive side, so we're going to be seeing a lot of attacking rugby today, a lot of open attacking rugby today, but when it comes to championship games, Ben, we all know that defense wins championships, so it's going to be a lot of running rugby, it's going to be a lot of big hits today, so really looking forward to this one.
All right, so we'll set the stage for you here. Indianapolis, they're in the yellow and black kits against Lincoln Park. And Pago, you mentioned the defense, 90 points allowed for Lincoln Park and just 87 so far this season for Indy. And a first opportunity here for this Lincoln Park side. They've got the scrum short part of the pitch here coming up.
Yeah, very too evenly matched side according to their regular season game record. So, it'll be interesting to see how each team manipulate the other team's defense in the first 10 minutes, because that's where you're gonna get the feeling of how they're gonna come out and how they're gonna defend. So this first 10 minutes, it's gonna be very important for these 2 teams just to feel out the opposition, feel out what they're trying to do, and then from there on, we should be seeing some fast-flowing rugby.
All right, so from the base of that scrum, the ball played out of there. I'm told that Indianapolis, they're the club that's in the white and gray and black kits. Lincoln Park in those gold and black kits. So Indianapolis trying to make something happen here, but the ball is knocked and batted around, and we'll come back and reset here.
I really like what Lincoln Park is doing at the moment. They're just using their forwards, just coming around the corner. Here we are again. Big carry from the big man. And now they're just trying to build face through their forwards, and now they're trying to go out wide. And we should be able to see the first try of the match here.
We do, and they get it out wide and easily put down there in the 3rd minute for the first points here in this Division 4 championship match. And Indianapolis with a 5-0 lead. They made it look pretty easy there. They took advantage of the short pitch there.
Now we get to see why their regular season record, they went undefeated. That is some very good rugby there. What they did was just build the momentum through their big boys with that big carry there from the big front rower, and then from there on, the defense have all sucked in, and then they went out wide, and that's just some good skills. Great finish there by number 11. So if this is the kind of rugby we're in, 3 minutes into the championship game, we're going to be in for a lot of fun today, Ben.
Yeah, buckle up. The points may be coming that quick. And Jonathan Abbey is the one that got the try and got it down. Greg Wood, the fly halves, got it teed up, looking to convert this try and make it a 7-0 lead here early on here, as Indianapolis will stay with a 5-0 lead there. That kick well wide and off of the mark. Well, Indianapolis, they won 30-20 over the West Side Outcast in the semifinals. Lincoln Park got here with a 5-point win. They beat one of the squads from Minnesota, the Mankato Marauders. Indianapolis, I mean, Pago, they've got something brewing down there in the heartland of America. They have a team in this D4 final, of course, and a Division II finals appearance for their other side. So they've really got it figured out down there in Indy. Here's the kick now, right back to Indianapolis. Go ahead, Pago.
And that's a good sign of where club rugby is at in the United States right now. For a club to be able to fill two teams in the Division 4 and Division 2 on a championship weekend, it's not only a good sign going forward, but it's a good sign that rugby is growing, especially in the amateur levels here in the United States of America. It's just a good sign.
Yeah, it's great to see, and continues to grow. Of course, the World Cup coming here in about 6 years, and the build certainly on. And you've seen that in your time, and you've been in Major League Rugby for every season. And I know you can certainly speak to that in terms of the growth and in the sides and everyone getting better all the way around.
Exactly, and I think that's why having a professional league in the United States is very important, because now you get some of these club rugby guys, they'll get caught into the environment, in the professional environment. They'll get to see what it's actually like to be a professional, and thereon, when you go back to your local club, you go back to your club rugby team, and you're able to share that knowledge, to pass it on to the next generation, so that we just can just get building on momentum after momentum every year, so that, as you said, hopefully when the World Cup comes around, we're all firing in every cylinder, and you never know, we might upset some big teams.
Yeah, that's certainly the goal. And out of this scrum here, it's booted down the pitch here by Indianapolis. Lincoln Park really hasn't had their hands on the ball much. Let's see if they can do something from this platform here, and a good pickup here on a nice carry turned in there by Dimitri Karras, the fullback for Lincoln Park. Out near halfway, they go with it. Their best possession here and their best passage so far in the match in the early goings into the 7th minute. Indianapolis, they're defending now. They have a 5-0 lead on the try by Jonathan Abbey that came in the 3rd minute. Out near halfway, and they break it. Ball out over the top, and a good ball played out there. And a good pickup here, and a nice ball played back there. And Lincoln Park penetrating the Indianapolis end of the pitch now. Played back for their hooker. That's Damon Panzika. Product of the city of Chicago. Now to the tight head. Big, hard charging run there. Tough to tackle that. And a pretty good job to get him down. And they'll get in there to the base and play it free. It's played out of there by Ethan Walsh, the Buffalo, New York product. One thing that may work in the favor. Yeah, one thing that may work in the favor here, Pago, you got the 9 and the 10. Those are guys that played in college together, so they've got some familiarity, and a good-looking passage here by Lincoln Park right down the pitch.
As you say, they've got a very good combination there, 9 and 10. If you have that chemistry, it's kind of like having your center and your quarterback on the same page in football terms. You know, these kids have been playing together since college, and they have that chemistry, and you can see here by a very good distribution by our number 10 again, and that will help Lincoln Park today.
Yeah, Lincoln Park, and they're near the line. Nothing yet. No arm in the air that from our referee, David Zakaria there. But they are awful close, and there's the arm in the air. And just like that, they power it down the pitch here, Pago. The big boys up front get it down on a terrific passage of play, and the match is level at 5.
We did promise some very good fast-running rugby at the start. So here we are. Very two similar styles of rugby. Lincoln Park now, what they did at the start, they went from wide channel to wide channel, and that opened up that middle of the field when they got down to the red zone, which is inside the 22. And then what they did is just bring in the big boys, just let the big boys work, and then we saw there with that try with the pick and go. So that is very, very good rugby to start off with.
Yeah, they look sharp on that passage, taking it right down the pitch. It was Murphy Swansea, the former Division I football player from App State, and the conversion attempt, the attempt there from that far side of the pitch there, the strike there from Ethan Walsh. And a good one shaping up here into the 9th minute, a 5-5 match here, tied up in this Division IV final.
This is very good play by both teams. You know, they first 10 minutes that I said before, they're both trying to find their feet. They're both trying to feel each other out, and by the look of things, we're going to be seeing a lot of running rugby with the way these two teams are going right now.
So I know from calling a lot of your matches in Major League Rugby, you do a little bit of everything, but what do you prefer as a player? Do you prefer a high scoring match, or do you prefer a kind of a grinded out defensive style?
Um, it's always it depends on who you're playing. If you're playing like your rivals, so say with Seattle's playing San Diego, you'll
Yeah.
you'll want to win by at least 20 to 30 points because of that rival. But then
Okay.
if it's championship game, right? And it's nothing, there's no bit of feeling that coming down to that last second and the game is tight and you're just going at it and you'll never know the result, what's going to happen in those last seconds. And that's, it brings the crowd into it. It brings the level of play up. So, obviously it's a championship game right now and both teams will want to go out with a very easy win, but given their records, given how they attack, how they defend, I think this one it's going to come down to the wire. Both very good team offensively, so very looking forward to it. It should be a good crack in a good game.
Well, Lincoln Park, 239 points in their regular season, 196 for Indianapolis. And Indianapolis here will have the line out here in the set piece. We'll see what they can do and see what kind of response they give from a really good passage by Lincoln Park taking it down. They get the ball to the back now, right in the middle of the pitch now. A little bit of steam coming on that run there, a couple meters shy of the 22-meter. They get it out quickly. Now they're going to work it outside. Their center's got it out there, and they mishandle it and unable to keep that play going. It is knocked on.
That is a very good. Now they've in the Chicago's territory again. At first, when they first came, they went through their big boys. From that line out, instead of crashing into the midfield, they changed up their pictures. So now they're going on the outside. Unfortunately, they had numbers there. They had the 3v2. It's just that execution, that last little bit of pass. If that goes to hand there, right there, that would be another try. But it's good to see that they changed up a little bit of attack, change out the picture so that it keeps the defense guessing, keeps the opposition working, so that when you have another opportunity, you get to manipulate it again.
Good stuff. Play to the back here by Lincoln Park. Their points the last in this match. Played back there looking for Dimitri Karras. Unable to gather that in, and our referee steps in, David Zakaria, blowing this play dead.
That's an interesting tactic there early on in the game. Still trying to feel each other out, inside their own red zone, and they're trying to run the ball from there. So it'll be if it keeps going this way, we're gonna be seeing a lot of tries coming later on in the game, which is very exciting for us.
Yes.
So yeah, it's gonna be this looks like we're in for a very, very good game on this championship Saturday.
Vice captain, one of their vice captains, Donovan Riley, the scrum half for Indianapolis. The put in for him. And a battle on the steal taken away here by Lincoln Park. Scrum half on scrum half crime there. Ethan Walsh comes away with it. So a big turnover there for Lincoln Park. Now the ball
That
played
was a
out
very
of that
good
run.
platform.
What'd you see there you like so much?
Very good defensive effort there by the number 9 of Lincoln Park, putting pressure on his opposition number so that as soon as he picks the ball from the base of the scrum, he's on him straight away. Borderline offside, but I like the way the referee is doing the game today. He's just letting the boys play. It's championship Saturday, so he's just letting the players play, and then he'll only step in if he really, really has to. So very, very, very impressive and a very open first 14 minutes of play here.
Yeah, speaking of the referee, you saw the call there from David Zakaria coming in from the side. And not only big for the sides that make it in these matches to get here, but also the officials that are chosen to work these matches as well. So a tip of the cap to all the referees and assistant referees that are getting a shot to work the 7 matches in total here today from the Chicago Blaze Rugby facility in Lamont, Illinois. Perfect fall day in the Midwest, Pago. It's in the low 50s, cloudy skies, no threat of rain. So this is good rugby weather for these guys here in the Midwest Rugby Union Championship Saturday here from Lamont. Line out here coming up for Indianapolis. They execute it. They get it into the hands of the big number 8 there, carried there, and a decent pickup there. Getting in there, a little tap and go on the restart. Play to the back now. Little look off there. Still charging ahead, Indianapolis, but they go to ground with it. Getting in there to get it free is Riley. Now trying to work it back out over the top there, looking for Tyler Graham, one of their centers. Good ball here. Inside of the 5, and then they take him out into touch. What a play defensively there from Lincoln Park.
Very good defensive effort there by Lincoln Park. But what I like is the different layers of attack that the Impalas are doing right now. First, when they came in, they went through the middle. Then the second opportunity they got, they went out wide. But this time, all they did was just trying to suck in defenders and just let the ball do the work. And unfortunately, that last pass, got taken into outside. But it's still, as a defender, as a tackle height. But still, now Chicago is going to keep guessing what they're going to do when next time they come down here in the 22.
Yeah, the word you and I just got in our ears was the referee discussing with the players about tackle height. That's always such a critical point. And here's another run, and this one is down. And it's Irving Robb that dots it down for Indy. And they take the lead back here. It's 10-5.
Very good work here by number 8, Jason Tuilemi Tufunga. If you watch his face after this, he draws in the defender, and just before he makes contact, he gives that last pass. Now the defender don't have any chance to swim out on the outside and set up his teammate Irving Robb for a very, very impressive try. Very good start.
Yeah, good stuff by you too. Great point there, and you could clearly see it on that replay. So now Indianapolis looking to convert here, and this one, as I like to say, Pago, should be a chip shot right in front, but you never know, as Tyler Graham sends the flags north, and it's now a 12-5 match.
Exactly. Those kicks can be, it looks easy, but when you're in the championship game, the pressure's on. Sometimes you just miss those. And then, Craig Wood there did a very good job staying composed and just going through his routine, just getting that ball over the post. And very, very impressive stuff by the Impalas right now.
Shaping up to be a really good one here. A 7-point lead now as Lincoln Park will, of course, send the ball back into the hands of Indianapolis. Indianapolis, and mentioned how good they are. They won in 2009 in Division II. They won in Division IV in 2023, and Division II is playing a little bit later today here. Part of the coverage here on Next Level Rugby. Look out here, but the ball goes out and into touch, and will halt play here. Knocked on, says our referee, David Zakaria.
These two teams, I'll tell you what, Ben, these two teams, they came to play today. When Chicago scored a try and the Impalas kicked off, they tried to run out from their own 22. Vice versa, same thing. Impalas just scored a try, Chicago kicked off, and they did exactly the same thing. They tried to run from deep inside their 22. So they might be seeing, maybe they did their homework during the week. They saw that maybe there's a little bit of a shortness in the line of defense when they kick long. So that's why these teams are looking at running from deep inside their 22, which is very good for us to watch on this Saturday morning.
Look out here. Nice footwork, and finishing that run to the line. It is down, and Lincoln Park, they call on their fly half, Fran McCann. Says, take that.
McCann, he can do anything. How good. That is just pure athleticism from the number 10, from McCann. Just catch the ball here, show a little dummy, and just saw the opportunity, put his head down, and just go to work. Look at that. And the finished. That is very, very good play from Fran McCann. His team has been on the back foot a lot early on in this game, and then you get an opportunity to stand up, and that is a very, very impressive footwork and the finish. And now we're just waiting for the conversion to come through.
And there's the attempt, and the strike, and the flags go north, and we are level at 12. Donovan Riley, he was the player that was on the end of that run by McCann and had to take a shot and just could not withstand. So even at 12 apiece here. So, all right, let's go back the other way and see what happens here on this kick and see if we get another passage of play that results in a try here.
We did say at the start we're going to be in for a lot of tries today, given this guy's regular season record. 15 minutes in. If it keeps going down this road, this is going to be a very, very, very tough game.
Yeah, 24 points already, and Indianapolis scored 30 last week in the semifinal win. Lincoln Park with 26 in their two semifinal matches here. So just a bad kick there from the restart here at halfway, and we're going to lock up here in a scrum right at halfway here, but nearing the midway point of this first half here.
A very good starting position here for Lincoln Park. Middle of the field, 50-meter line, middle of the field scrum. So he opens up both sides of the field. A lot of space to attack with. So we'll see what they do here from the middle of the scrum.
Ethan Walsh has it in his hands, takes a look now, holds on, now plays it back. Good ball outside. Good tackle there in the open pitch there by Jonathan Abbey. Abbey's got a try for Indianapolis. Nice tackle there. The big boys working it up front. That was Swansea. He's got a try for Lincoln Park. Now Lincoln Park trying to come through here with another passage, resulting in a try here, trying to get the lead here. But the ball is knocked on just over halfway.
Really good defensive effort there by the Imaplas just now. Chicago tried to go out one and come back in the middle, hitting up their forwards in the middle, but the line speed of that defense, they're just coming off the block, putting a lot of pressure on the runners of Lincoln Park, and that caused that knock on. So very, very good defensive set there by the Imaplas. So, and now we're in for another scrum, another good attacking position, field position for Imaplas if they want to use here. We'll see what they do, but backing up from their defensive stance, now they get the opportunity to try and create something from the middle of the field to see if they can get the front foot and just continue to put that pressure on Lincoln Park halfway in 15 minutes into this first half.
Put in there by Donovan Riley, and there's his counterpart Walsh, who got a little bit too overzealous there. We saw him make a big play earlier against his counterpart number 9, but it's a restart here quickly for Indianapolis. Looking for some support there. Instead, keeping the ball in his hands is Greg Wood, the Indianapolis native. Good carry for him. Pulled free out of there by Riley. Little dummy. Now, good piece of running here. Getting in there, getting it free is Riley. Nice tackle made out there by Harry Church, one of the flankers, wearing number 6 today, and it's taken away in there, but there's the call, and you see the indication there from referee David Zakaria.
Very, very silly penalty there by Chicago. They were doing good effort in defense just to withhold that attack, but in rugby, you have to get your hands on the ball. You can't be playing the ball when you're on the ground. So that's why that penalty came through. They have to be disciplined here now. That's 3 penalties in a row for Lincoln Park. So they have to be careful because if they continue to go on down that road, giving away penalties every phase, referee might might look into his pocket and might bring out the cards early in this game. But hopefully that doesn't come down to it. But very very good position here for the Impalas attack from in this line out.
Yeah, you saw Ethan Walsh, the scrum half there, and indeed, Pago, great field position here, about 10 meters away. Here they come for the back, forcing their way deeper inside of Lincoln Park territory, looking to get the lead back here in a 12-12 match. Fireworks so far. We're over halfway through this first half here. Next Level Rugby and the Midwest Rugby Union YouTube channel. Speed coming from the back, good ball, but it goes out into touch. I heard your reaction. That was looked like another would-be champion.
Every time one of these teams just get down in the red zone is where we call the zone that's closer to the try line. Every time one of these teams just get down there, it's just the excitement of championship day. It's finals rugby, they're really playing, they're really using their skills, spreading the ball out wide. And there are spaces out there. It's just the execution, just that final last pass. If it goes to hand, that's two tries gone begging now for the Impalas, just not by executing properly. But that is good sign for things to come. Maybe later on in the game, opportunities will start opening up. So it's very good attack. Just the variation that they're using right now, it's very impressive.
Lincoln Park, they get a little relief there. They play the territory and send this ball out into touch. And yeah, those two plays, this could be a 2-try lead here for this Indianapolis side that you just referenced. But right now, this match is dead level at 12 apiece here. We'll get the line out coming up here for Indianapolis. Neil Jones, Indianapolis native. He's their hooker. He'll throw in here. And it's taken away in there by Lincoln Park. What a job by them. Big turnover they get from the set piece, and now they're halfway home here. Played to the back by Walsh. Good stiff arm there. Look at this piece of running.
Oh boy.
The big lock. How about Swansea, Pago? My goodness.
He's having an amazing 23 minutes on the first half, that big line break. But not only that, he's been carrying the ball very, very strong, very physical player, Swansea, and a very big boy. So it's good to see. It's always good to see those big boys in the in the space. And now a mistake from the Impalas. That is a very, very good passage of play. The line break from the big man, backing up by their defensive stance right on the Impalas try line. So, and now they're right in the chance to, go up. If they can nail this and execute this right.
I would keep my eyes on the big number 5, the lock Swansea, who just had that big break that you referenced, and he had their first try, got him on the board here. So a very favorable attacking platform, as you say, partner, and the ball put in. And to the back now, Walsh gets it, plays on to his running mate, looking for his second try of the match, and he's got it. And it's Fran McCann with his second of the match here, Pago.
Fran McCann, yes he can. The guy just keeps scoring tries. That's another impressive change of directions. Before the scrum, they started out on the open side, which is the side where most of the field position will be at, and then this change of directions here. Impalas reacted very slow, and then there's a mismatch right there. You get the shifting McCann against Tuile Tafunga, and that is just a mismatch very close to the line. So very good attacking face here by Chicago, and
Walsh will try to convert.
Ethan Walsh.
Yeah, Ethan Walsh will try to convert. The Buffalo, New York native, works in medical sales for his full-time job. The kick is off the mark to the right. And Pago, I want to go back to something we referenced, I want to say in the first maybe 5 to 7 minutes, was the connection between Walsh and McCann the two guys that were college teammates at Buffalo State, I think it's pretty obvious and pretty evident those two so well connected. They've really been running the ball and connecting very well.
And that's the thing when you play with a player for a long period of time, you just get to develop that chemistry. And you can look here, maybe they had another move planned out before the scrum, but they saw an opportunity down in the short side there, which create a mismatch. And those are the things that you just adjust to on the go during the game. And if you have a chemistry, especially with your 9 and your 10, as I mentioned before, that's kind of like the center and the quarterback in terms of football. If you get that chemistry, you can do a lot of things on the go during the game. And the way this two has been connecting today, if they continue to go down this road and continue that chemistry throughout the first half, I reckon Chicago will be in a very, very good place heading into halftime.
Yeah, and a miscue there on that kick by Lincoln Park. And here comes Indianapolis now with some speed for the back line, but they can't handle it. And that's knocked on. I was waiting there to see if that ball went forward. Would have been fine, but David Zakari, our referee, says no, and we'll scrum it from there.
Good attacking intention there from Imaplas. I've been seeing that every time they have a wide scrum, they're trying to go out wide straight away. Maybe they're seeing something that we're not seeing on the camera right now. Maybe it's a bit of a shortening in the line of defense where they're trying to manipulate that space on the outside. And it's just that last pass. If that last pass goes to hands, that's 3 tries gone now for them. If that last pass. So if they continue to just put that pressure on Chicago and just stay in this game, they will dig themselves back into it.
That's a great point by you. Those 3, and now some speed far side of the pitch now. Ball played back, and a nice phase here from Lincoln Park. Right back on the attack. Here they come. Played back to Connor Foley. Played his college rugby at St. Louis University. Now the tight head prop, the big man getting the carry. That is Marty Modev, number 3 there. Pulled back, spun back to halfway. The loose head now, Brian Cullen. But this one is knocked on.
Very, very good attacking set there by Lincoln Park. They had scrum on the other side. They went straight out wide. And the difference right now in this mid halfway through the first half is the skills execution. Imaplas have had a lot of opportunities to execute that skills, and he hasn't gone to hand. And now Lincoln Park had that opportunity on the outside, and they're back now into the Imaplas territory. And now we get a free kick from early push in the scrum, and Imaplas look at attack here.
This is Donovan Riley, the scrum half. Good ball outside over the top. Good tackle down to ground, made there by Ethan Walsh. But not releasing the ball in time, and the ball goes over to Lincoln Park here.
Pretty sure that was Harry Church with the poach in the breakdown.
Yes.
Very good effort there. As soon as that forward hit the ground, he was on top of the ball straight away. The referee was happy with the way he presented himself with stealing the ball and the penalty. And now they're right in the red zone. Good attacking position. We'll see what they do here.
Another big opportunity for them indeed. Keep your eyes on the man there, number 9, the scrum half, Ethan Walsh. He and McCann have been so good. And then up front, the big boys up there have been working it too. Swansea's been really good, number 5 for this Lincoln Park side.
Foley.
Yeah.
Number 8, Connor Foley as well, has been working hard in this opening 30 minutes.
Not the throw they wanted. The ball now in possession here of Indianapolis. Good kick to get down. Yeah, now near the 22 indeed. So now Lincoln Park, inside of 10 minutes remaining here in the opening half, a 5-point lead for Lincoln Park.
As they have a saying in rugby, Ben, where the kick is as good as your chasing line. And from there on, that was
Yeah.
an impressive kick. Very good kick from the back foot. But if we have a replay here, you see that the chasing line from the outside backs, which is the winger and your centers, put a lot of pressure on Chicago there, Lincoln Park, put a lot of pressure, and that caused that forward pass from there on. Now, Chicago was in the attacking position, and all of a sudden, Imaplas in there inside the red zone, ready for another a very good attacking position here as well. So we'll see what they do here. If we're seeing the replay here, see very good
Yep.
pressure there, and then now we're back in play.
Yeah, good luck from our crew there. And now another opportunity for Indianapolis. Knocking on the
Big
door
carry from
inside of
Chaz
22.
there.
Yeah. On 15 meters out. The ground it goes. Getting in there, Riley. Plays it free now. A little kick over the top by the 10. The chase for it. And getting on top of that ball down there is Lincoln Park. So they deny Indianapolis once again. Good footwork there. And the kick to release the pressure. My goodness.
McCann, that guy can do anything right now on the rugby field.
He's good. He's a good-looking player. He's been really good.
That is impressive. Right on your own try line. That's a very high risky play. There was two Imaplas player right there. Put on the footwork and then kick it out with the right boot. And then now they're in a good position, field position wise, to defend again. But on the opposite side, hopefully the Imaplas and can put a little bit of pressure on Chicago here with some attacking shape.
Kevin Lamb, the hooker here for Indianapolis, started that play, but it's turned over, and now Lincoln Park's got it back again. Up by 5 here. Coming up on 7 minutes to play here in the opening half of this Division IV Men's Championship. Look out, here goes the big man again, the number 5.
Swansea.
Swansea, yeah. Man, the former App State football player, the former Mountaineer. Now taking his time to get in there for the base there is Walsh. Now Brian Cullen. Big man up front, getting plenty of opportunities here. Play to the back. The ground it goes, the clean out. Getting in there is Walsh. On to his running mate, McCann. McCann played it on there to Louis Christos. Now making a run here, trying for a break. Unable to get it was Dimitri Karras. The ground he goes. Walsh getting it free. Tobin Smith the carry. They're number 7 today. McCann. Outside.
There's an
with
opportunity
it.
on the outside.
Yeah, there sure is. And another good ball. McCann trying to get in again, and he throws it near the touchline, but it stays in the field of play. And now, again, it's Swansea with a carry. So tough to defend and tackle
very
now.
Impressive in this.
Yeah, he has. About 10 meters away. Modev the carry there, the tight head. Taking a look. Now McCann already with 2 tries. Good hit there. Stopping the ball carrier right in his tracks. Laid back, quickly played out. Another good tackle there turned in from Indianapolis. Really trying to buckle down here, Pago, deep in their own territory.
Been a very good attacking shape here from by Chicago. Just continue to put pressure on. Now their big boys are going to work. Marty Modev with another impressive carry. I think that's his 5th carry of this set. Good carry there by Damon. Is it Damon?
Damon Panzica, yeah, their hooker.
Yes.
Now played back.
And now the big
There's
boys
the
are just
tight
going to
end.
work.
Yep, they're going to try and hammer this thing in here and extend the lead. It's now at 5 inside of the final 5 minutes here in the half, and there's Swansea. I'm not sure what position he played at App State. I'm going to have to look it up at halftime. My guess is a lineman. He might have been a tight end the way he runs. But, man, does he look good. And a penalty call here by referee David Zakaria.
That is a mountain of a man, Swansea.
Sure is.
In this opening 35 minutes. The amount of carries he had, the amount of meters he has made. This is for Swansea out there. Just first hand in the ball. There you go. Another good carry from the big man, and now Chicago's just looking at just grinding this set out, see if they can release their backs on the outside with their big man just working inside here, Ben.
There's their number 8, who you've been really high on, Foley with a carry. They're not far away. They're close. And it is a penalty call there, not releasing the ball in time right at the line. So a turnover here for Indianapolis.
That is the big man, Kevin Lamb. Very good work in the breakdown. And he saw the opportunity to go for it and he went. It's a high risk play because usually down here in the red zone, the referees are always in the advantage of the attacking team. But that is amazing work in the breakdown if we can see it in the replay. The poor carrier got detached from his support, and the big man just got on it straight away. See here, he just got isolated, and the big man just over the top of that ball and created that turnover. That is impressive work right on your own try line.
Good stuff. Now it's Indianapolis here. They avoid going down by 2 tries here, and now in the final 3 minutes, they've got a chance to march down the pitch if they can and potentially get the lead here in the late stages of the opening half. By the way, Pago, I just looked up Murphy Swansea. When he played at App State, he was an offensive lineman, 6'2" and 290. Here now comes Indianapolis. Indianapolis making a run. Look at this play. Indianapolis going to take this one in, and it's Abbey with his second try of the day.
What a turn of event, right?
Wow.
Lincoln Park looks like for all money they were going to score a try. The big man Kevin Lamb had that steal penalty, and then they just went on the attack. Penalty, they play fast here. They recognize their space on the outside. Look at the big man, got the turnover and got the try assist, destroying defenders, freeing up his winger on the outside for his second try of the day. That is turning championship game, turning defense into offense, and that is an impressive way to finish. Great work there from the Imaplas.
Flipping the game literally on its ear, and they get the tying try there and the conversion, the chip shot in front, and Indianapolis now with a 2-point lead here in the very late stages here of this first half. That's rugby sometimes, right, Pago? I mean, I know you could talk about that for hours probably, but that's what can happen. One big play, it can swing the whole match.
Exactly, and I think Chicago got caught there with not retrieving back fast enough, and then obviously the Impalas got excited with that penalty right on the try line. Their tails are up. They saw the opportunity on the outside, and then they play straight away. And you're coming from about to score a try. Now you're in your own try zone talking about what happened, and in rugby, it's just how it goes.
All right, Pago. So that is how we end the first half. Jonathan Abbey, the Carmel, Indiana product, with his second try in the half. And Indianapolis here in the Division IV Men's Championship, they're on top by 2, 19-17. We'll take a short timeout. We'll see you for the second half shortly.
Today's Midwest Rugby Finals are brought to you in part by Kombucha. It's time for a gut check. Kombucha is your natural source of probiotics and electrolytes, designed to fuel your peak performance on and off the field. And here's an exclusive offer for our rugby community. Visit kombucha.com and use coupon code MidwestRugby, no spaces, at checkout to enjoy free shipping on your first order. It's a great way to recharge with clean hydration and take your game to the next level.
Upgrade your team merch with Rugby.co. Looking to elevate your team's look? Head over to Rugby.co to get started. Rugby.co offers free online team stores. No contracts, no minimums, and no setup fees. Open a store today to access exclusive discounts on bulk team orders. Plus, they can help with event essentials like banners, tents, promotional items, and more. Get started today at Rugby.co and take your team's merch to the next level.
A message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
The RCT out here has been amazing. I came out here because I know all the states out here have some great youth rugby, and I was not disappointed in any way. So saw some amazing action out here from both young men and young women, and it's looking pretty bright for our future here.
And what's your favorite part about playing rugby?
I really like the camaraderie of it, and like the game is just so physical and it's fun. It's hard, like even though it's hard
for me.
Yeah.
Rugby has helped me stay consistent, and as a woman, I feel really empowered being able to tackle people. It just changes lives.
Most girls are smart and strong and beautiful. Most girls work hard, go far, we are unstoppable. Most girls are fight to make every day. No two are the same. I wanna be like, I wanna be like.
So actually, before I started playing rugby, I was just a cheerleader for my high school, and I was very shy, nervous, and being around teammates. Rugby is a very accepting sport. I wasn't embarrassed about my body or anything. People really welcome you and actually like take your strengths and weaknesses and work with you to like make you a better person and player.
You hit each other and then you're friends. I really like the camaraderie of it, and like the game is just so physical and it's fun.
Definitely try it. Like maybe you don't think you're the strongest, but once you go out and like you hit someone, that adrenaline is so amazing.
It's great. We all love each other. We all like hanging out at these tournaments.
Just meeting so many new people and getting to know them is just amazing. And meeting so many new friends is definitely.
Nah, one word is family. Like you got people like you could depend on.
Probably my favorite part of playing rugby is like I can forget any problem I'm having at school or at home or just any kind of worry or burden and just like giving my all on the field.
We all choose to come here. We don't have to be here, you know. It's just good fun coming out on a Sunday, playing, getting all together, and just great. All right, so yeah, I think it's the fact that we can play very hard, smack each other up, boom each other, and just eat good and talk to and laugh with each other after.
So, one thing that rugby's done for you?
It's brought up a lot of my confidence. I wasn't very confident in middle school, and I knew that if I wanted to become a better player, I would have to bring up my game, which I did, and I've just become so much like a better person to myself. I see myself in such a bigger light, and I'm honestly so much happier playing rugby.
I ain't gonna lie, if it wasn't for them, I don't think I would like be around here, to be honest. So I guess family.
New York Rugby Club is a great community because they put you around great people such as Alex, my coach Alex, and he teaches me more about rugby, how I can make my game better every day and elevate it to the next.
Nah, but like, you feel me? But like, I bet like you know how the hood is, so you know like it's crazy, like around shooters and all that stuff. So it's just keeping me out from there, and then changing from like me gotta worry about, I can't walk here, instead of just changing my life and being positive and don't need to worry about anything that much.
I think people really underestimate women in sports. Like in my school, rugby, especially the girls' rugby, is really strong, and I don't think a lot of people expect that that women can have the sort of strength or like sort of drive that men can have in sports. And I mean, you can see today, like it's pretty much even. Women want to, you know, have an outlet for physical contact or something to blow off steam just as much as men do. And they're just as physical, and we're just as, I guess, you can say aggressive as men can be, and we can be just as successful on the rugby field. So I think it just helped me learn that whatever a man can do, I can do it. It's no worries. I can do exactly what they can do.
And welcome back here on Next Level Rugby and the Midwest Rugby Union YouTube channels. What a start we've got in this match here, Division IV Men's Championship. You've got Indianapolis on top by 19-17 here at the half, and what a finish we had as Jonathan Abbey took one about 3/4 of the pitch in for the try, and that's the difference in this match. Now, Ben Holden, Pago Heine, all of our crew here, we appreciate all their efforts. Couldn't do it without them. Pago, you with me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you.
Yes.
How are you, man?
Yes.
You got a breather there. I mean, what's your biggest takeaway or takeaways from half number one?
I think both teams came out with this exactly same intentions. You know, both teams are very good attacking team, given their regular season records. They came out, they're trying to spread the ball out wide. They're just trying to have running rugby. And we saw that in the first half with the amount of tries that has been scored. So if that keeps going on down that road, we're in for a very, very exciting second half when players start getting fatigued, spaces start opening up. I think this second half is going to get real exciting soon, yeah. And then we might be in for our first opportunity here in the second half, Ben.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fireworks here, and a couple guys with multiple tries. Jonathan Abbey for Indianapolis. He's got 2 tries. Of course, that late try to end the half, the walk-off try at the end. Fran McCann, who is the Lincoln Park fly half, number 10. Lincoln Park, they're in the gold and black kits. Indianapolis, they have possession of the pill right now, and they mishandle the ball out there trying to get it into the hands of Tyler Graham, but he knocked it on and turned it over. So when you look at this match, what do you have something or a couple things that you think will ultimately decide this thing? What's gonna be the difference in your eyes?
If the Imaplas just finish executing their opportunities, I think they might have a very, very good chance of walking out a year with this championship game. But on the opposite side of that, Chicago, they haven't really had a lot of opportunities. But once they got the ball in hand, they start fitting their big boys, like Swansea, Connor Foley, those big boys up in the front. If they just manage to continue to keep possessions and hold on to the ball a little bit longer and put pressure on the Impalas, I think Chicago can continue on with their undefeated record this year.
All right, Indianapolis, they won the Division IV championship 6 years ago, back in 2018. Their Division II side, they're playing today as well. They won last year in Division II and in 2009, and Indianapolis started their clubs down there. Look out here, back in 1980, and a huge run there. My goodness, that looked like a Pago Heine run.
I tell you, those ones look good on TV, but they really couldn't feel that after the game. But it's just, I think Chicago are coming out here with the mindset that they're down. They haven't really a lot of opportunities that they would have liked in the first 40. So this opening 3 minutes, they've shown that they want to keep the ball in hands and just continue to play rugby, which is a good sign for them.
Good stuff, and it'll be a scrum here. It'll be put in here by Indianapolis once we get set. Referee there in the middle of your screen is David Zakaria. No yellows, none of that so far in the match. Been a physical, hard-fought battle as you would expect in a championship tilt like we have here. 7 matches today being played on 2 fields here, 2 pitches here from the Chicago Blaze Rugby facility in Lamont, Illinois. We're about close to 30 miles away from downtown Chicago here, right at halfway, slowing their tracks, breaking free now, Indianapolis. That's Greg Wood, their fly half. Played into some space now. What did you see there, Pago?
I don't know. I have maybe a high tackle.
Let's look back in the bottom right there. See what you can decipher.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like it, right? Yeah.
Foul play.
Good call by you.
Yeah, foul play. Yeah. Foul play
That's
there
Kyle
by
Daly.
number 12, Kyle Daly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
that is a tough one because he hit him on top of the shoulder and slipped up. But with the way the laws and the rules of rugby nowadays, you really have to be careful when you're around that area, especially around the shoulder area, up around the neck area, because anything that hits the neck or head nowadays, it will be showing a yellow card. So now they're down to 14 men, and the Imaplas, this is a very good opportunity for them now, going up by 1 man for the next 10 minutes. So we'll see if they can manage to use that 10 minutes to grind them out, tire them out, and continue to score some tries and some points.
Yeah, I suppose the broadcast jinx there. About 20 seconds before that, I had said no yellows, and we see our first yellow in the match.
But the commentator Chris continues.
Yeah, all kidding aside, that's one of the things that I've grown to love about this sport, the respect and the discipline that you have to play with in this sport, because you know better than anybody. You can be the guy delivering the blow, and you're the one that gets hurt, or you're the guy that gets penalized. It's not always the player that's taking the shot. And I just love that about this sport, the respect that you have to have for the opposition. Now, Indianapolis getting a little sloppy with it, unsettled here, all the way back to halfway, and a good job here by Lincoln Park, as you mentioned, partner, down a man. They pushed them back here a good 20 meters.
That is a very defensive effort, Kevin. That very good defensive effort. Unfortunately, they just gave away a penalty there. Big man there, Zach Lyons, just got caught in the bottom of the ruck. But when you're down 14 men and you manage to put in, you push back the opposition 20 to 30 meters. That's a good opening set after the yellow card. So the referee now is having a word to both captains. The boys are getting too excited now. It's a second half. You're heading into championship minutes, as you know, towards the end of the second half, and emotions are getting high, running high. Boys are getting excited, so the ref just needs to calm them down a little bit, so we can get back into some good running rugby.
Yeah, agreed there, 100%. And that kick will get set up here for the line out coming up here on the far side of the pitch there. Mention our officials as well. Tip of the hat to all of the men and women that are working the championship Saturday here from Lamont, Illinois. Both sides starting to slowly filter in some finishers, some reserves coming in. Line out here set up for Kevin Lamb. Zionsville, Indiana. Played his college rugby at Purdue.
A big man Kevin Lamb has been having.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been having a impressive game so far. His scrummaging has been good. His line out throwing has been very good, and around the field he's been active for big man. And there he goes. Just give it to the big man. Get him some meters for you.
Interesting footnote about him. He's played just about every position, he said, in rugby except fly half. I mean, that's versatility. Outside now, come and Chicago.
Just like we talked about just after halftime, just finishing their opportunity. That's That's 4 tries gone begging now. And if this game doesn't go their way, they'll be looking back at it and be like, oh, if we just managed to get that last bus right here, just one more through the hands, and that is, you have 2 guys there walking into the try line. So I think they really need to take these opportunities, because if it keeps getting closer and closer, heading to championship minutes, the last 10 minutes of the game, Chicago is a very dangerous side. So the Imaplas have to finish their opportunities.
Well, this will help right here.
And now they're getting the ball back.
Yeah, they got it back. They forced the turnover there, knocking on the door here, trying to take advantage of that yellow card that was issued to Daly. Now they get some space outside. Can they bring this one home? And they mishandle it. And knock it on. Another miscue, Pago.
Another miscue there again. From the other side to the other side. Same mistake. It just goes over and over again. And hopefully they'll realize that and not shy away from keep trying to go down that end and just continue to put pressure on. Because the more you do it, that last pass will eventually going to stick. And then hopefully that will result in a try for them, because, you know, they've been playing some good rugby. They just need to finish the opportunities and just convert it into some tries and put that scoreboard pressure on, as you can see in the replay. Very good skills here. It's just that last pass. Again, that could have been a walked-in try, but, you know, the skills are just not there yet.
So what's the count at? Is that 4? Is that 5 opportunities you would say they've let go?
My count is at 5 now.
5. Okay.
5. So that's 5 missed opportunities.
And all, fair to say, I want to say they're all within 10 meters of the line, right? I mean, those are really, really prime scoring areas that they've been unable to cash in on. But they're going to get it back here. The penalty call there, you saw not releasing the ball in time, called on Lincoln Park.
Exactly, and I think they're doing the right thing here. Even though they're not, those opportunities have gone begging, they haven't finished it, but they're still down here in the right position of the field, right parts of the field, to continue to put that pressure on. Now, you know, that's 2 opportunities gone, and now they have another opportunity to try recreate the same opportunities, manipulate the same space, and hopefully that last pass will go to hand, because, you know, they got 4 more minutes now until the yellow card comes back on, so they really have to finish this opportunity now so that they can go up 2 scores.
But they turned it over. Coming away with the ball is Lincoln Park, so they'll try to burn a little bit of that time off, that 4 minutes that you just referenced, to get back to 15 aside here, and they'll release some of the pressure there and get it down the pitch out near halfway, and Indianapolis is there and they get it. Dangerous player is Abby. Got 2 tries with it. He was the one that picked it up out there. Now quickly in to play it back onto the fullback. They move it back through. Good tackle in the open pitch there by Dimitri Karras for Lincoln Park. Now taken out of there. Some good footwork from Donovan Riley. Tough run from Riley. Lays it back. Spun free out of there. Good piece of running here. Trying to strip the ball out of there is Lincoln Park, but they don't. Riley gets in, gets it free for the base. Now outside, a little bit of space out there. This is now Chaz Banks, their captain, and he gets the ball off and out near the line, but again, into touch, Pago.
How about the work from the big man, Swansea?
Yep.
Big forward, just going on cover tackle. Just look at him here. He actually worked all the way. Look at him. He's a 3rd defender from the inside, and he's working. Yep. He's just keep tracking, and now he puts the accelerator on, and that's a mismatch right there. That's a winger on a big man, and the big man just makes that cover tackle. That is impressive work by Swansea. He's been involved a lot in this game, not only just on the offensive side of the ball, but we just saw there with his work in defense. That's a good effort by the big man.
Yeah, the product of Charlotte, North Carolina. College football back in the day for him at Appalachian State. Dangerous here, right at the line, but they're going to say it's knocked on, and they're going to bring this back. So no points here.
Commentator Chris.
Are you surprised we've seen no points here to this point? We're 13 minutes into the half.
I'm not surprised because given that these teams are very good defensive teams, and as we can see in that first half, they came out with the intention of testing each other out. But now both teams, it looks like they're both settled into the game now. They both know what they want to achieve out of what they're trying to do. So now, they're both just figuring things out, going along the way, and now their defensive sets are starting to show now that that's why they're both here, because of their defense, because of a very good defensive team. But on the flip side of that, they haven't really been able to attack very well compared to the first half. It's either something to do with fatigue now that we're in the second half, or both really good defensive teams, and that's showing in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, the 95% of this match in the second half has been played in the end we're in now of the pitch. I mean, it's been down against the try line of Lincoln Park, and the yellow has expired now, Pago. So a brilliant job by Lincoln Park. They don't give up anything in terms of points, and they dodged a bullet for the 10-minute yellow that was assessed for the high tackle.
Exactly. It's not even impressive work that they didn't lick in any points, but the majority of that 10 minutes have been playing in their red zone, and they've just been front off defensively. As we saw, the big man Swansea made that cover tackle down the sideline, and they just been grinding it out. And now they're back into 15 man, hopefully on, and another turnover. It just continues down here.
Huge job. I believe that was Banks that went up and knocked that ball back. Number 12, their center. He's technically an assistant coach on their club and coaches girls high school rugby championship in his repertoire from last year. And now it's Lincoln Park trying to get something going. Down by 2 here. This is the same score we had at halftime. If you're just checking us out on Next Level Rugby or the Midwest Rugby Union YouTube channels, great to have you with us wherever you're watching today. Ben Holden, Pago Heine, and all of our crew, and matches going all afternoon. We should be done with the day around 5:30 Eastern time, 4:30 local. But a busy, busy day here from the Chicago Blaze Rugby facility in Lamont, Illinois. So scrum here coming up for Lincoln Park. The put in will come courtesy of their scrum half, Ethan Walsh. Swansea plays it back to Walsh. Some speed coming from the back, but good speed at the line there from Indianapolis. Quick tackle made.
Another high tackle.
Sent down after that call there by Fran McCann. 2 tries for him in the first half. They want to get him into some space for sure, and he's been a dangerous weapon for them offensively in this match. Line out coming up right at halfway for Lincoln Park.
And you're right there, Ben. I think Walsh and McCann needs to take control of this game again. They did it in the first half when they scored all those tries, but for 16 minutes into the second half now, the Imaplas has just been inside Lincoln Park's half, just putting pressure on, and now they finally get the ball back with this opportunity at the line out. So let's hope they have something special here just to attack the defense of the Imaplas with.
they knew McCann had it there. That was a good quick tackle.
That is a good tackle. It's just finishing those opportunities when you're made the dominant tackle, not trying to give away a penalty, but painting good pictures for the referee, show them that you're trying to do, legal things. But now, good tackle, giving away the penalties, and now Lincoln Park, going back into attack now. Maybe we're going to see something special here.
Good pickup there, about 7 or 8 meters gained on that play out of the restart on the first phase of this passage of play. Just shy of halfway. Walsh Plays it back. Indianapolis right there at the line. Nowhere to go. Good speed from them. They're zeroed in. Trying to make life difficult on this Lincoln Park side here. Another tough run there. Walsh works it back. Not much picked up there. They ran about 5 meters, but really just got back to the original line. Now Walsh works it free. Into the hands there of Rafael Reuters, product of Naples, Florida. Heavy run there, turned in. Walsh getting it back. Trying to slip through there, but really haven't gained any territory here. Still right at the halfway line. That's Tobin Smith.
Just about I was going to say this is a very good defensive effort here by the Imaplas, but discipline again. That's 3 in a row now. They have to be careful because they've done very good work with their defensive efforts, their defensive sets. It's just not rolling away in the ruck. But on the flip side of that, Chicago's been very dominant with their ball carrying with the big boys. We already spoke about Swansea having a big impact in this game, and now Rafael coming in, number 16, and I think is it Adam David, number 17, is in the game as well. Like those two have come in and made some big carries and just adding up to that physical forward back they started the game with. So very good impact from the bench, and now they're in a very good field position. Hopefully they can create something out of this line out here.
Yeah, big opportunity here. We're just about halfway through this second half. Nearly 60 minutes have expired here. Line out, they go deep. And a good ball there from Lincoln Park. The good throw in there from Damon Panzika, the hooker. Just entering the 22 is Lincoln Park. Played out, played back. That's Reuters with a carry. Getting in there, looking to get it free is Walsh. Spins it on to his running mate, number 10, McCann. He's on hat-trick watch. He's got 2, both coming in the first half. But another penalty called, this one going against Lincoln Park, Pago, for not releasing.
Yeah. Chaz Banks, that is impressive work in the breakdown. Again, like late in that first half, the Imaplas were under a lot of pressure defensively, but if we see in the replay, good carry here, man. And then just straight over the top of the ball. Support players was a little bit late there, and then holding on was the call, and that's great work by number 12, Chaz Banks. That is impressive breakdown work. And again, Chicago, a lot of opportunities, and I think their big forwards are starting to slow down a little bit, but it's a championship game. You need to get into that championship mindset in the last 20 minutes. Got to get there early. Got to present a good ball for your 9 and 10, Walsh and McCann, so they can continue to play on top of it and put pressure on the Imaplas.
Kevin Lamb, the throw in. Ball came back down into the hands of Donovan Riley. Work to the back here by Indianapolis. 10 meters shy of halfway. Field position has been tough to pick up for either side here in the half. There's a good run turned in there by Jefferson Triple. Product of Bloomington, Indiana. Home of Indiana University. They produce some players in the sport of rugby. Good ball, good offload there. Cutting back inside. Good run from Mitchell King out of Greenwood, Indiana. That's down near Bloomington. Now taking a look is Riley. Riley spins it out of there. Little hesitation, but now played back.
Ooh.
Trying to work that far side. Look at the big fella. They gather it in, though, inside of the 22, Indianapolis. Looking to extend a 2-point lead. They've been down here multiple times here in the half and yet to put one in to add to their lead. It remains what it was at halftime, 19-17, a 2-point lead. And the referee stopping things here, says David Zakaria.
I tell you what,
Penalty.
those two wingers from the Impalas, Jonathan Abbey and Jefferson Triple, they need to get their hands on the ball. We saw on this side here, on this right side here, when Triple makes the ball, he break a couple tackles, offload it off to Mitchell King with this mini line break. And from that mini line break on the other side, they spread the ball all the way to the other side, getting the try scorer, Jonathan Abbey, involved. And that eventually results into the penalty with Lincoln Park not rolling away. And another good opportunity just to continue to put that scoreboard pressure on, extend the lead. And did he just miss that?
He did. He missed it.
The commentator curse continues today.
Wow.
That is
How
a
big
big
is
moment.
that?
That is a big moment, especially late in the game now. We're in the 63rd minute now. That's a big moment. But the good thing is they get to have the ball back in their hands and continue to attack this defense that they've been successfully done throughout this first quarter of the second half.
Coming down the wire here. 16 minutes and counting remaining here in this Division IV championship match. Indianapolis, possession of the ball. Lincoln Park on the defensive side of it now. Worked back, now worked outside. Speed coming. They gain the halfway line. Ball played on there. Joey Backus played it out there. Now here they come again, inside of the 22 again. Indianapolis, they've had no problem getting down here in this half. They just have not finished. And they do it this time on this passage. Up out over the top. Abbey plays it back. Got a runner coming there, and Jacob Ponder. Ponder plays it out. Look at the big fella moving it. Down inside of the 5 again toward the line. And about a meter shy. Good carry there from their big number 8. Now they're going to spin it into the middle, and Banks will bang his way in and put it down.
Wow. That is championship moment from the Impalas, just taking their opportunities, all those opportunities that they lost earlier on in the game with not going to hands, and now it's finally gone to hands. Continue to build those faces on the outskirts of the field, and then as we can see here, Tuile Tufunga, the number 8, Tuile Tufunga and Mitchell King, the 7 and 8 for Impalas, have been impressive. And look at this here. Cut out pass right in the middle for Banks. Just banking it right next to the post. Look at that. Wow, that is a big, that's going to hurt. That is going to hurt tomorrow.
So you want to be a rugby player, huh? Wow, what a shot from Banks, man. Wow, that's a finish.
Yeah. And they're finally finishing their opportunities. The ball is sticking to their hands now, and we see the results. The edges opening up, and then all of a sudden those channels in the middle of the field, as we can see there, Alec just got the ball and then just passed it straight into the middle of the field, and those holes has just opened up, and we can see there Banks there with the mismatch in the middle of the field, just a big man just carrying it over, and they got the conversion as well. So Impalas have been very impressive. Lincoln Park, they need to change the momentum of this game and get down there and play some rugby in Impalas half. So, and again, we can see from 15, that is beautiful.
And a big conversion, too, because it makes it a 2-possession difference now at 26-17. You miss that kick, and you're still within a converted try, so a massive kick. And it was just a couple of minutes ago they missed that attempt for 3 in front, but they get it back. Banks, their captain. That's what you expect your best players to do in these moments, isn't it, Pago?
Exactly. They missed the 3 points, which could have taken out to 2 score, but now they're not really so worried about, because they convert 7 instead of 3, and now they're up by 9 points, which is A lot. It's not much going into the last 13 minutes, but here we go. Chicago with a great opportunity to attack from inside the Imaplas territory here.
Coming up on 12 minutes remaining in the match, Paul Scully is now in running at scrum half, wearing 23. McCann plays the ball outside. Great dummy there.
Go big man.
Putting his foot in the ground. Look at this. Wow. What a play from Reuters. And he takes it in, and Lincoln Park, they get 5 back. What a try.
Wow, what a dummy. Is that the Adi Sevilla dummy we just saw today with a bit of footwork to finish with? That is awesome work for the big fella. Look here, moving like the back. Throw an outrageous... Tyler Graham, he's going to have nightmares seeing that if he sees this on social media later on. That is the dummy of a lifetime. He even fooled us here in the booth. That dummy with that and the footwork right at the end. That is impressive individual work.
Sure was. Colin Olander, he bangs through that conversion there from right in front. And Reuters, he's from the rugby hotbed of Naples, Florida. And unbelievable. What a try. And played his club rugby down there with the Naples Bears, was the forward of the year in high school. Of course, a guy that is known in pro rugby circles, USA Eagles, still playing in the league like you, Pago. Cam Dolan out of Naples, Florida. And what a try there to get this back to a 2-point match now with about 10.5 to play in it.
And that's a very, very good set because Lincoln Park has had a lot of opportunities down there, and that's pretty much the first or the second time they've been down in the Imaplas territory, and then they walk away with points, and now down by 2 with 10 minutes to go. As we promised at the start, this is coming down to the wire. This is very exciting stuff here.
Great to have you with us wherever you're watching here today. Championship Saturday here, Midwest Rugby Union Championship Day here on Next Level Rugby and on the Midwest Rugby Union YouTube channels. Like, subscribe, follow, tell your friends, get them involved. There's rugby going all afternoon and lots of matches here. Pago and I've got 2 more, and John and Lance, they've got the calls on pitch 1. We're here on pitch 2, so lots going on here on these YouTube channels with some great rugby. Inside of 10 minutes to go, and guys are losing their shirts out there.
McCann has been having an amazing game today. Just dropped that one. I don't think he was expecting that yet, but the sidestepping guy has been fantastic today for his team, and that's another opportunity just gone begging. But still, 2 points down, 9 minutes to go. If they manage to put up another good defensive effort here, which they've done throughout the second half, there's still a lot of time.
Yep. 9.5 to play here in this championship tilt. Now Indianapolis, and the sure-handed Abby there could not handle that ball. He had green grass in front of him too and just couldn't gather it in.
And then there's another scrum, and the Imaplas, the front 3, Lamb, White, and Harden. They've all played 72 minutes now of a championship game, and they're big boys, and they've been moving. Their scrummaging has been fantastic. They put a lot of pressure on Lincoln Park's scrum, and they've been moving around the field too as well. So that's a big shift from those big men up front.
Yep. Tariq Harden, their tight head prop, his real job is he's a bodyguard with athletes and celebrities. So he's a guy that has brought it, as you said, and now outside Lincoln Park trying to keep this in the lines, and they do, and a good job over there with the short part of the pitch now. Spun free now. McCann puts his head down. Haven't seen him get into space offensively here in this second half. They've done a really good job of keeping him in check because he burned Indianapolis in the first half for a couple of tries. But as you say, Pago, a lot of time left here, and now they've got possession, played back and gathered in. Good hands there, turned in by Tobin Smith. Now Scully gets it free from the base there. Played it back. Quick ruck ensues. Scully in there again. Played it into the hands there of Rosenfeld, the captain, their left winger, number 11. Scully getting it free. Some speed coming there from Justin Wilson. Took 10 years away from playing rugby, did Wilson. That cannot be easy to do, but he loves the sport, loves the game, and back in here trying to win a championship with his side from Lincoln Park. Another penalty coming off the feet there. In from the side. Now Lincoln Park out near halfway. Good piece of real estate picked up there.
Very good set here going by Lincoln Park. Just continue to put pressure on. Another strong carry there by Justin Wilson. Just came on the field. Just adding that impact. McKenna again with a pass out wide.
Now into the hands of Dan Hushin. He's come in off the bench and their reserves, number 21. Scully getting it free. Played it into the hands of Daly. The big center. Daly getting a push. Daly, good finish to that run. Got a little help from McCann in there. Now played out by Scully. Indianapolis trying to protect a 2-point lead here with 5.5 to play here in the championship match. Now taking a look. Good ball there. It's into the hands of Daly. Daly gave the ball up.
Kennedy, not releasing.
Yep. Not releasing in time, says the referee. On the quick tap and go restart. Lincoln Park getting the ball back. Well inside of the 22. Outside, down on the deck, loose ball. Indianapolis trying to get to it and get it, and they can't. Or can they? Going to stop and share, but they say a knock on. Yep.
That is a try-saving effort there by Jonathan Abbey. This guy's not only scoring tries today, but that was a 3-on-1 situation there, and he took a Campbell shot off the line and just put pressure on Lincoln Park. And Lincoln Park, even though it hasn't really gone to hands in this set here, but they're in the right position. They're right down here in the thick of things with 4 minutes to go. They're only down by 2 points, so they don't really have to score a try, but they need to continue to build faces, put the Imaplas in a lot of trouble here, maybe crying out a penalty or just continue to play rugby, and hopefully they can get a try to put this game out of reach.
Converted try would put them up by 5. And Indianapolis comes out of there with the ball, and look at this turn of events. Back the other way. Here they go. Donovan Riley. He takes it back, and down it goes. What a turn of events.
Wow. And he goes back to that scrum. Just moments ago, I was talking about the big men up front, Lamb, White, and Harden. 76 minutes into a championship game. Lincoln Park looks all for money there. They were have the momentum. And look at this scrum here. Just put the pressure on. Turnover ball right from the scrum. And Donovan Riley has all good halfbacks to find the opportunity, and then just put your head down and go. And still a little long to go into the game, but that could just be the moment that just breaks Chicago. What a turn of events.
Yeah,
what a game.
Snuck around the side there of that scrum and ball down on the deck, and now he's got a chance here to add 2, and he missed it.
He missed
it off the post. It stays 7, the lead. Off the post, the right post.
That could be a big moment, because instead of now going to a 9-point lead, it's only 7. So if Chicago just maintain their composure here, go down to the field and try and get the ball back and try and score a try, maybe closer to the post, so they can bring this game back into equal. And that's not going to help, giving away a penalty on the first phase with 2 minutes to go. Now all the Imaplas needs to do is just slow that game down, take their time getting to the set piece, and just wind that clock down. 2 minutes to go now. Or maybe the kick didn't go out here. Chicago with another opportunity.
Yeah,
this game just doesn't seem to be over yet.
Yeah, big opportunity. I was waiting too there to see if that went out, and it clearly didn't. So now Lincoln Park, but it's taken away here. And nice job to get in
Jonathan
there.
Abbey.
Yep.
Jonathan Abbey coming out of his winger. Just all over that ball, creating that turnover, and now they're just going to wind this clock down. Use the big boys. Just over a minute
remaining. Just going to grind them down here. They're going to try to anyways. Riley there directing a little bit of traffic from the back. No rush here, as you said. They just want to chew this time up. They've got the lead. They're up by 7 here in the final minute. Indianapolis in Division 4, won in 2018, trying to get a second here, leading by 7 here. Played free, now it's into the hands of Kevin Lamb, yeah. And a call here. There you see the indication for the knock.
Some tired bodies out there.
Wow.
And deservedly so, because these boys been playing rugby right from the get-go all the way to the 79th minute, and we'll see. Last opportunity here for Chicago to maybe try and create a miracle to try and get this game to overtime for this championship Saturday. What a game.
Unreal match to start it for you and I, partner. We got 2 more to go, and it'll be Paul Scully to put in here in the scrum here. One last chance here for Lincoln Park. Down by 7 here in the Division 4 championship. Bounce to the back, miscommunication. They get on it.
They got it.
And, yeah, Indianapolis down on the ball. And looking at the watch, and that is time. And this one's a final. A 31-24 victory. Indianapolis gets to try the difference. Donovan Riley taking it back nearly the full length of the pitch here, Pago. And they are champions in Division 4.
Congratulations to the Imaplas. They came in here. We gotta take into fact that Lincoln Park was undefeated heading into this game, and they walked into their house, played amazingly in the second half, dominate possessions, dominate territory, and I tell you what, Jonathan Abbey created that winning moment, just having that turnover, and not only that, but he scored 2 tries today as well. What a fantastic performance by the winger. And he was in the thick of everything.
Wow, what a start for you and I, Pago Heine. A 31-24 victory here for Indianapolis. Their second Division 4 championship since 2018. They get it done here today. And an absolute thriller that came literally right down to the final seconds in this one here from the Chicago Blaze Rugby facility in Lamont, Illinois. I'll look back, Pago, at some of the key plays in the match.
Right down here, very good start right from the get-go. We saw their intention, the Imaplas' intentions to go out wide, and that man, Jonathan Abbey, we just spoke about, and he scored a try. And then Chicago with a replay there with a try to McCann. And then the Imaplas again here with another try to the big lock forward, Antony. And then McCann here. Individual effort. He had an amazing game. Him Him and Walsh, their combination, we can see it right here on this try, just attacking down the blind side, one-on-one, another footwork, just to close off that first half.
Well, Indianapolis, they had many opportunities in the red zone, as Pago talked about throughout the match, but in the end, it didn't come back to get them because they come away with a 7-point win, 31-24. Our next match will come up at 12 Central, 1 Eastern, the Men's Division III Championship. Two of my favorite sides of all time, based on their names alone, Pago Heine. South Pittsburgh Hooligans and the Red River Ruffians. Red River won last year. They won against Detroit in a thriller by 3. You can watch that match and all the others here from Lamont, Illinois, right here on Next Level Rugby and the Midwest Rugby Union YouTube channels. For Pago Heine, Ben Holden, and all of our crew, we say thanks for watching. We'll see you at the top of the hour for more championship rugby here from Lamont, Illinois.